series we're doing this year of workshops to help students and professional members with different areas of the design discipline. This month, every month this year, we have a different theme for the kinds of events that we're having. This month is the month of business, and one of the ideas that we're focusing on is kind of the one major weapon that every designer needs, and that's a good portfolio. These days, it's almost career suicide not to have an online portfolio. And there are various reasons why people don't have their work online, they don't have time, they may not be web developers, they don't know how to build a site from scratch. Well, the idea behind tonight is to give you guys a series of alternatives to building a website from scratch. I'll be the first to say that a custom-made, really cool, tricked out, just amazingly designed website is absolutely the best option to showcase everybody's work in this room. But from my own personal experience, somebody who really wanted to do that myself, and I still kind of do, it kind of held me up because I had this idea in my head that I can't showcase my work and I can't kind of make my debut to the Houston design world unless I've got this awesome site. So I would say on my URL that I had reserved, portfolio site under construction, and then I'd say, okay, this weekend, and raise your hand at any point if any of this sounds familiar. I'm sure it's going to be familiar to some of you. So I'm like, okay, this weekend I'm going to go home. I'm just going to clear my schedule. I'm just going to knock it out, man. I'm going to design this great site. The stuff, the coding stuff that I don't quite know because I'm more of a print designer, I'm going to figure it out myself. I'm going to get, Dreamweaver for Dummies. I'm going to do all these stuff, and I'm going to make this awesome website. And then I get started on it, and then I would struggle through it, and then this weekend is shot. The next weekend, I've got freelance projects. Okay, it's going to get put off till the next week, and then the next month, and then the next year. And before I knew it, 2 years had gone by, and I had AndyRichDesign.com under construction, check back soon. And any design director who looked at that site, they see site under construction, check back soon. What they read is, Andy Rich does not have his SHIT together. It's just a bad thing to have on your portfolio. So, since I know that is a very common thing in the design world, especially when it comes to working designers, you find a job at a studio that you really like and you're not necessarily looking for something else. So you get comfortable and you think, okay, my portfolio site is in the back of my mind. I don't really need to keep it up to date. I don't really need to keep it fresh. But as a lot of people have learned in the last few years in this kind of goofy economy, you never know if your design job is going to be there tomorrow. So it's important to always have a good, stable online portfolio. And again, it does not have to be anything flashy. And in my opinion, the simpler the better. Nice, clean, white background, pleasing layout, simple, no flash doodads, no big, extravagant things, no orchestral soundtrack. Just a nice, clean layout to display your work. Because I'm here to tell you, in this day and age, if you have your work in a format where design directors can not look at your work, honestly, they're going to look through your work. It's kind of like speed dating in a way. You need to make the best first impression that you can with your portfolio site. And if your website is hard to navigate, if they're having trouble getting to the next project, if you have obnoxious animations and things going on, they're just going to hit the little close button on your web browser. So it's more important to have something clean and easy to navigate than it is to have the best portfolio website in the world. So what we're going to do is we're going to discuss a series, a bunch of different options that you guys can use to get a free, easy to maintain, easy to manage portfolio online. And if you still want to tinker with your best website in the whole world, by all means still do that. But at least you'll have something online and functional to be able to market yourself, to keep an online presence. Because believe it or not, design directors who a year ago couldn't hire you, they'll keep your business card, they'll keep your URL bookmarked in their browsers, and when they get ready to hire, they'll start looking through people. Before they post on a website or in a newspaper or anything that they're hiring, they'll look through the people that they already know first. And if they know that you're out there and that you're keeping up with your online presence and you're updating your work, they're going to remember you and they're going to go back to you first. So it's important to, even if you're not necessarily looking for a job right now, to always have an online presence established.